everyone, how you guys doing?
Welcome back to our channel.
¿Cómo están? I hope everybody's doing fine, loving the videos. I enjoyed the last videos and we are back. This video, right? Ay, chichi.
Picay.
Ya tu chao. Bueno, en este video, we are going to tell you that Victoria is pregnant. We are pregnant, right?
Yes, honey.
How we find out. I'm excited. You don't look excited.
I'm excited. You excited?
I'm super excited. I'm gonna be a dad.
Look at his eyes.
Oh my god.
So, ¿qué pasó?
Go.
So I found out when I was towards the end of the first trimester, and the first trimester is 12 weeks. I remember that we were home, right? And for a couple of days I had already told Jane, like, oh, I'm so tired. And after that, okay,
so first you want to say, do you want a baby? Were you looking for?
Okay, so I always used to tell Jane, after we got married, I wanted to wait a year.
And I was always saying, if it happened, it happened, and I wish to have a baby as soon as possible, because I don't know, that's kind of the mentality I have and what I believe. And you know, honestly, I was just waiting to get married and then having a baby. That's kind of like the way that I wanted to go. But Victoria, we always have that disagreement. So this happened and Victoria find out.
And then I had told Gene, I was like, oh, I'm really tired. And then he used to be like, oh, you always tired. I'm like, no. This is a different type of tired. This is not the tired that is like regular.
So usually Victoria was not regular. So she would like have delays on her period.
All the time.
Like not all the time, but lately.
Like for a year.
For a year she was good. And then the year before, this lateness, being late to period, used to be like in the regular. Like one time, she was late for 3 months, and I was like, look, this is the same thing. So she was like, give me a pregnancy test. You should have.
So the reason why, so I had my period regular for a year, right? A little over a year. And then when I was like super tired, I was like, okay, so I haven't got my period in a month and a half. And then Jean was like, I was like, let's take a pregnancy test. I was like, no, why am I keep doing this? We've already been through this before. And in my head, I'm like,
I was like,
and I told him, I was like, this time I'm regular. So the fact that I haven't gotten my period in a month and a half is breaking up a cycle that has been good for over a year.
Yeah.
And he was like not getting it. Like
yo dije, oh, voy a perder. I was like, eso es gastadera de dinero, que uno va a comprar eso. And I told her, you have a pregnancy test that we later found. But I went to get the pregnancy test. I think I made a video getting the pregnancy test. But we got the pregnancy test. We came home.
Yeah.
And that was after work.
And then I've always had this thing where like when I first find out I'm gonna have my first child, like I always wanted to surprise him. Yeah. Right? Like do like those cute, like, you know, those TikToks that people be like, oh, I surprised my husband with a pregnancy test.
Yeah, but how you gonna surprise me if you asked me for a pregnancy test? You should have bought the pregnancy test.
Right, you're right.
You know?
I should have done that, but whatever.
Because she was always...
We're here now.
So we got the pregnancy test, we got home, and
then I was gonna go to the bathroom by myself. And he opens the door and comes to the bathroom. I'm like, sis.
Yeah.
No.
And we have a video for that.
And then he was like, oh. And I'm like, what are you doing? Can you close the door? No, I wanna be in the bathroom because I want to know the results. I'm like, oh my god, I can't even surprise him with 5 minutes.
You pregnant? You pregnant, baby? What is it?
Baby, the circle is positive.
You pregnant, baby? You pregnant? How you feeling right now? What you feel? Nervous? I'm so happy.
Me too.
I'm happy.
Me too.
Aww. ¿Estás feliz?
Yes.
¿Te asusta? ¿Tienes miedo? ¿De qué?
I don't know.
Why?
So when I took the test, it's supposed to be like 2 lines, right? And then one line comes out right away because that's the regular one that says negative. But then the other one takes some time. So I took it and I was like, I was staring at the pregnancy test for so long because I was confused. I'm like, I literally see a second line, but I don't know if it's a real second line because it's so faded. So I just did like this. And Gina's like, it's positive, it's positive. And I was like, yeah.
But it was,
and then I was stuck for a minute.
It was positive like super fast.
Yeah.
And is this similar to the COVID test? So
and
I was like, this is too fast. So it's definitely positive. She was like,
then I decided, okay, since this one's positive, sometimes you could get a false positive. So the test comes with 2. And I was like, oh, let me just take the other one just to make sure. And then the other one, it was like super fast. So
we were excited. Honestly, she didn't record my face because I was recording her. She was in shock.
I was stuck.
Yeah. We were like super excited. We are excited. Soon we are doing the gender reveal. We don't know what we having. And yeah, my family is super excited.
Fun fact. He didn't want a gender reveal. He wanted to wait until I was giving birth, and I was like, I'm sorry, but it's our first child. And you know when you have your first kid, like, you're gonna want to get little things depending if it's a little girl or a little boy, like little themes that go with them. I cannot be waiting. No. Maybe I'll do it for the second one, like, because this is something that you want. But at least for the first one, like, I just...
And then it's also like we have a small apartment, you know, New York City, and there's around. It's very small, and we wanted to prepare. And then I kind of understand, and I'm excited for this gender reveal that we also gonna vlog. So stay tuned for that for sure. I'm just thanking God that everything so far is normal, and we went to the doctor, went with her, and thank God everything came back to normal now, that we are able to go together to the sonograms and the appointments. So thank you so much, God, for that.
And I like probably there's gonna be people that are probably gonna be like, oh my God, like, how did you feel? In the beginning, like, it's not fun, it's not cute, it's not like, you don't even feel like you're pregnant, you just feel like sick all the time. But you feel like a tired, like a COVID tired. Like, you know when you be like, oh, I feel like a truck came and hit me. Like that. Like, you have no energy. Like, I remember in the mornings, like, we always go to the gym in the morning throughout the week. And I would literally wake up, go to the gym, and just sleep in the car. Like, I wouldn't even go inside the gym.
Yeah, we have like 2-3 times that we went to the gym and she stayed in the car like, oh, I'm super tired. Or she would like take a shower here and be like, oh, I'm gonna stay in the car, then you drop me off to go work.
And when I'm talking about, like, it's not like throughout the night I'm sleeping like 6-7 hours. I was sleeping like 8-9 hours every day, and in the morning I would still need like that extra nap because it was just crazy.
She's a sleepyhead, and
so
now I'm pregnant like 3 times. So yeah.
And what else? I think one thing that I've been like lucky, and everybody tells me, I didn't throw up at all in my first 3 months.
But you're not a throw up person.
I just don't like to throw up. I just feel like that's nasty. So obviously, yes, I did have a lot of nausea.
Yeah.
But like, I handled it pretty good. I didn't throw up. I was fine.
You were super tired also when we went out to hang out with some friends. She was like very grumpy. That's what
grumpy.
Grumpy. You were very grumpy, and you were like mad, and you still still are like kind of like mad.
But at least in this trimester, like, I'm back to normal. Like, I have my energy back. I want to wake up and go out and stuff like that. But the first trimester, I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm not even trying to leave the apartment. Like,
so if you're a guy and you're watching this and you have your wife and you have your partner and you're trying to have a baby, just be ready, because it's not easy. And I understand that women go through stuff, but men have to, like, you know, have some meditation and some patience for their partners.
I do want to say thank you to you, honey, because you've been very patient, and you literally have been the best husband in this pregnancy. So I'm so lucky to have you.
Thank you.
Siempre. And also, what else I was gonna say? Yo, pregnancy brain is a thing. Like, you know when girls be like, oh, pregnancy brain, I see that you forget things. It's true. Cause I
literally also COVID too. Like, people that had COVID usually suffer from that memory loss, long-term COVID effect. So plus pregnancy, God damn, your brain.
But what I was gonna say is that with the cravings, like, you've been on point, honey. Like, literally, I just be like, oh, he'd be like, what do you want? I'm like, oh, I kind of want this. And then he gets it for me, so.
Yeah. We've been to different celebration, and Victoria have been, you know, kind of sad that she's pregnant because she cannot have alcohol, and that kind of be like the downside of this whole process. But eventually, like, you're gonna push the baby and the baby's gonna be there, and you're gonna have, you know, your drink if you want to, you know.
That's true.
But you're doing good, baby. She's still going to the gym, so that's a good thing.
I still go to the gym. I used to go like 5 days for like a while. Now I go 4 days a week. Like, yeah, 4 days, Monday through Thursday. Yeah.
You also, like, when you find out that she was pregnant, you start a new job, and she was like really scared about what her bosses will say. And I told her, don't worry about it. Being pregnant is not something that you can decide at the moment, or being pregnant is not like an application that you can download on your phone and be like, oh, I'm gonna be pregnant today. Let me just download it. There's so many people that are trying to be pregnant and they cannot. So you have to be thankful that you have that. And plus you have, you know, your partner. Not because I am your partner, but like people that have been with somebody and they were trying to have a baby and they cannot, or people that get pregnant, they don't have somebody there to support. So we have to be grateful. So, I'm grateful that I'm having a baby with the person that I love.
Oh, my honey. Yeah, I was really scared in the beginning, but like when I told my bosses, like, they were super supportive, and it was just nice to see that. Like the family, you know, that I have at work is great. So I'm really happy that went super well. But also, like, I don't know if I've ever mentioned it in our channel before, but I have something called PCOS. So in the beginning, that's why I was so irregular, and it was really hard because at some point, like, I always knew that Gene wanted kids, and I always wanted kids, but like the passion that he had because he wanted kids, like, it would put a little pressure on me because I didn't know what that was gonna be, you know, like a problem. Like
I didn't want you to give, you know,
but
pressure.
Still, like, I want, like, I always had that thing, like, I have, not that I have to give him a kid, but like, how are we gonna have, you know, be married and not have a kid when we both see kids in our future? So, but then
we also had the mentality that if we cannot have kids, we will adopt, or we will do something, you know, whatever you want to call, you know, have a person have your baby and you raise them, and it's so many options this day. So if you cannot be pregnant, you know, find the other ways. And
then the doctor, she was like, you know, as long as you exercise regularly and like you don't have to have a perfect diet, but have a decent diet, like, you should be fine. So that's when I really started, like, going to the gym, whatever. I still eat whatever I want because I'm eat whatever I want. But I started going to the gym. That's when I started getting bigger. And then look, we got pregnant naturally.
So then, because of this, we should be changing our channel name. And that's something that we've been talking about, and that's gonna be a surprise. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy. I'm hoping you guys enjoy this. Hope you're enjoying the upcoming videos. It's gonna be, you know, more interesting. It's gonna be a little person. You know, it's always funny to see a baby.
I know.
And lovey.
They're like great vibes. They make you laugh for like everything.
Yeah. So now we're thinking about also doing a video of what pregnant women are doing in the gym and what you cannot do. You are pregnant, you're going to the gym, and
they always say that when you stay active throughout your pregnancy, your labor is easier. So I'm personally a little freaked out about labor, so I'm like, sis, get the most exercise you can, so maybe it's like better.
Yeah. And I forgot to say that in the last videos and all the videos that we did, Victoria was pregnant. So the hiking that we did to Sedona, if you haven't watched that video, go and watch it, because that was a long hike. That wasn't like super long. Like, I think Bear Mountain, it's worse. We have a video.
But this one is more like,
I don't know, it's like
Bear Mountain is a trail, but this was like rocks and stuff, you know? And like sand.
It was hot there too. It wasn't like super hot, but it was hot compared to New York. So she was a little scared, and my family was scared. Like, oh, cuidado con eso, tú sabes. Pero everything is fine, and we're gonna enjoy the process and vlog the most that we can and enjoy, you know.
Yep.
Well, that's it, guys, for today. Enjoy and thank you so much. Make sure you go back and watch our videos. The Sedona, we have a concert, we have a boxing fight vlog, and
we've been active.
Yeah. And soon we're gonna put the gender reveal, so soon it's gonna happen, and you guys gonna enjoy, and we're gonna try to put it the same day. So, well, make sure how we always say.
Don't forget to like,
subscribe,
comment, and
share.
share.
Bye. Thank you so much. Sammy Sosa.
I'm dead.